Welcome back guys on my channel. Today we have a closer look on some pretty useful Gothic 2 Night of the Raven tips and tricks. And we start right into the content. So right here I'm looting a chest, and you can do this with every object which you can interact with. When you press tab or when you leave it, like closing a box, you can always go into power stance or attack mode, and then you skip the animation of getting up. This also works on a bed as well. If you maybe have slept, and then you can press 1 to sheet to draw your weapon, or when you sit on a chair or whatever. Or spacebar, yeah. So the next one is number 2, wall running. This can be normal difficulty, so pretty easy in my opinion, or can be quite hard depending on where you do it. So you see, I just showed you when I just try to jump on it or run on it, it won't work. But when I jump on it and press left, as soon as I land, my character won't go into the sliding down animation, and then he will always be allowed, or he always can do a second jump and a third jump and a fourth jump because he isn't sliding down. You can do this even faster than I did, and I show you one location where it's a bit harder in my opinion, and I also saw this in a speedrun, but I just want to show you that this wall is almost unclimbable, or you see it's not climbable, but when you do this jumping trick, you can do this pretty easy. And right here I just flex, I show you I can jump down, press right again, I won't get any fall damage, jump down again, and there's a pickaxe which we can sell for exactly 75 gold, if you didn't know, and we're at Lobert's farm. So yeah, number 3, super early Valley of Mines, of course. This, so right from Sardas Tower you can jump on here and go to this spike from his tower, to this big spike, and then you just do a normal jump and you will land here. You won't die from the fall damage, you will do a normal landing if you do a normal jump. So you will land on your feet, you won't get any damage. You can go up here, you can do the like the jumping trick I just showed you again, or you can just run over there, it's not too hard. So, and on these mountains you can just follow the path I took, and yeah, so right now you can just jump down on this edge. It's the easiest way in my opinion, just jump down there, you don't even have to hold left, and your character will easily slide down. You can also jump down on another spot, this is just what I like to do. And technically you can go now to the Valley of Mines in chapter 1, right after Sardas Tower, and you can pick up the Dragon Snapper scroll and kill a lot of mobs. Technically you could kill the Fire Dragon for 500 XP. If you didn't use, the Fire Dragon is killable in chapter 1 or 2 or 3 before the Eye of Inners. It's the only dragon which you can kill right from the start. And yeah, it's not too hard to do this. Even these wolves are not a challenge. And you can just go enter the Valley of Mines now, and everything is okay. Just keep in mind that the merchant inventory isn't as in chapter 2. Yeah, so number 4, City Guard Skip. Don't think I show you the normal way or some other bullshit. You can give Greg the clove. I just wanted to show you that you don't need anything. You get 50 gold and 100 XP, it's always useful. And now we use this Field Raider. I saw this in a speedrun and it works perfectly. It's actually, I should have made it easy, it's very easy. Just let him run behind you, then he will aggro on the Field Raider. Militia can just run in here. And this also counts for the 500 XP which Laris will give you. To trigger the 500 XP, you are only not allowed to talk to the city guards, everybody else isn't important.
Ich werd verrückt, was machst du denn hier? Bist du bis...
So now I'll show you another trick, which some of you may also saw in a speedrun. When somebody talks to you, you can just keep running for however long you want, and this way you can go into places where you shouldn't be allowed to go, or where you aren't allowed to go. And this also lets you go to the upper area of Corvinus, and as some of you know, there is some valuable stuff, and to exactly that we will come in a second. I just wanted to show you in a much different way. You can also go to the absolute right corner, then the city guard will turn right, and then you can just walk or jump by him. So number 6, now we are in the upper area, and if you want you can get some free early loot. maybe in this house if you want, and I choose this house because there's a key on this furnace. There's a chandler which you can sell for almost 100 gold, I think, or so. And you can open this chest with the key, and there's 150 gold and a golden goblet, I think it's called. And that stuff we all picked up, you can sell if you want. And then you get a good amount of XP, also the pickaxe if you want. You get a pretty decent start. Sell all of the stuff. And number 7, always buy a Firerain, especially at the start. It's always useful, and we will also need it for another trick. So yeah, just I choose this as number 7. So now if you want to get back fast because you want to save some time or feel like a badass or whatever, you can go to this wall, jump up on this wall, and then your only chance to survive that jump is by landing on this little box. Yeah, number 9, super fast militia. We do this by killing the Thieves Guild with 2 firestorms, which we will cast in the market area at night. And the firestorm has a range which goes below your ground. So as you know, the Thieves Guild is an underground guild, and you can still damage them if you use a Firerain right here from the top. And you do this at night because then you kill all witnesses. And also the good thing is Cyrus survives. You won't kill Cyrus with that. And 2 Firerains because 2 of the Thieves Guild members are level 50. So they eat 2 Firerains. Or they eat 1 Firerain, and that's the second one they die. You can also loot the dead citizens if you want. And as you can see right here, Andre isn't mad, he won't charge us for anything. You don't have to pay a fine, you can just end the Thieves Guild quest and get a bit of XP and 300 gold. And we can also join the militia, and you can technically do this after 5 or 10 minutes. Maybe 5 minutes is a bit too fast, you have to be really good at the game to do it in 5 minutes. But 10 minutes is possible for a casual player if you want, and that's how you can join the militia, and you get a decent armor with 40 protection right from the start. Okay, now I show you an unfair Lehmar kill. You go here to boss bear and you buy around 40 arrows or 50 arrows if you want. And then you go to Lehmar and you will ask him for 200 gold. You have to do this because this is not inventory gold. It's only gold, like quest gold. He doesn't have it in his inventory, so we have to get the 200 gold before we kill him. And then we go sleep till the next morning, so his wife is in the same house, spawns here in the house. So we go up this closet. We don't move anywhere, or we would fall down from this closet. And then we just shoot him down. We could also use fireballs if we want. And then you get his book. And you can loot the 2 objects. The silver plate in his house. Now his wife will aggro, and again no witnesses after killing both of them. So no fine which we have to pay. And for the chest in the right corner you have to know how to lockpick. Yeah, that's it. So now for Daron, this is pretty hard sometimes. Just do the normal spending with him. You give them a lot of money, and yeah, you get a lot of HP and learning points, or 1 learning point and a bit of mana and some experience when you do this. And now you are like, okay, I just lost 1,000 gold, a bit over 1,000 gold, and you can get it back because this gold will stay in his inventory. Right here, I sold everything I had to buy a spell scroll, a summoning demon, and the demon will kill him if a summoned creature of yours kills an NPC. It doesn't count as a crime from you, which it isn't as a crime for you. Again, you have to pay no fine if you do this. even if the whole city sees it. So that's pretty good. He will give you 500 XP, which is good enough. He has all of the gold in his inventory. And he also has a staff, which you can sell for 75 gold. Right here, number 12. Jumping equals sneaking in most cases. Right here I showed you when I run into this cave, the shadow beast aggroes and instantly kills me. But if I just jump and don't do a single normal step, it's like sneaking, and the shadow beast couldn't care less. This also works in a lot of houses, and this also works with the cat jump or acrobatic jump, better said, which you can get later in the game, and you can loot this whole cave right from the start just by jumping. Nothing will happen, and there are lots of leather satchels in there, and if you want you can open them and you have a good decent gold start, and you can do this at every other sleeping creature, and like I said, on many houses as well, but sometimes it's buggy with the houses, sometimes they see you, sometimes not, but whatever. Hope you like it. Number 13 is pretty commonly known in the community. Knight of the Raven has a cap. For example, when you level up strength, it has a cap at 30. Then it would cost 10 instead of 5 learning points. But when you level up to 29 strength and then by 5 again, you get the best learning points usage and you save the most learning points by that. And then you just stay on it. This way you save the 10 extra learning points for one time. And now, when we are already in Corinus, you can always kill Carl, easy free kill, and technically you could just spam him to death and it's 300 XP. Now to some fighting techniques. When you kill snappers, it's also, I think this also works for wargs and for dragon snappers. Yeah, for dragon snappers of course, but for many other creatures you have to try it around. Just go forward and do a forward attack, forward and forward attack. Technically you could spam him all the time to the death, but if you choke it once you have a good chance that he will hit you, so that's the scary thing about it. Now for the orcs, most people, they do, when the orcs do the running attacks, they do 1 or 2 hits, or they strafe to the right and then they do 1 or 2 hits. But I show you how to almost endless stun lock him, do right, and then you spin forward, but in a slightly delayed fashion. And this way you can sometimes, yeah, like this, you can almost endless stun lock them, or at least get like 8 or 9 hits on them. And this way you can kill orcs easily at the start if you can make it on a 1v1. And this also works for lizards, for lizards, man, sorry. Yeah, right here I show you how to get a Firerain. This is a bandits camp with the weapon delivery. And you just jump on this jack, there's a wooden plank which you run over. And there's a little secret with a dexterity potion +3 and a Firerain again. So this is quite useful. Yeah, dexterity potion as well. Yeah, number 18 for fighting again. I call this expert because this can be quite hard. If you do one mistake on 2 hard enemies, they 1 or 2 shot you. So it's still pretty hard. But I show you a simple technique to always kill them. You go back and forth and you try to, basically what you do, you try to trigger a 2-hit combo from them. It's always 50% if they do just 1 hit or 2 hits, and when they do 2 hits, you attack them. And basically you always go forward, backward, and you wait for the moment they do a double attack. Never attack when they just do 1, maybe they do a follow-up and then they hit you, so that's scary. Yeah, as you can see, I push forward, I try to make him attack. I want him to attack 2 times like this, and then I attack him. Also works for skeleton just as well, and this also works if they have a one-handed weapon. This way you can kill skeletons and every other humanoid enemies pretty easily. And yeah, maybe do it with a bit longer weapons and you have an easier life. But yeah, you see how it goes. And always go immediately after hitting, always go blocking, go backwards. And now if they have, if you have these simple enemies, I think if this is like when they are at beginner level of one-handed, you can always counter their running attack. Yeah, you can just go back and always counter the running attack. So right here we are at Buster's house and at Owner's farm. And if you want to go up there to this one, I think it's Banger's farm, you don't have to run all the way around. You can just go on this mountain. You don't even have to jump a lot. And then here we go. This should be Banger's farm. Yeah, you don't have to run around. You can just cruise around. Now for the troll. Yes, this is commonly known in the community, but there's a pretty fast way because sometimes, as you can see, you can miss a lot of shots. So that's why I like to, you have to go right to the hip from the troll, and then you can just instantly, infinitely hit him once or twice, and that way you can kill them right from the start technically and get a lot of XP. Also works with the black troll. Now 21 is for the Orc Skip. When you go back from the Valley of Mines to this path to the Valley of Mines, you have all these orcs right here, and you can just use this trick with the wall run which I showed you to get up this wall. Sometimes you can also just jump on there. You don't have to do the wall run trick which I showed you. But you can use it to do it much safer and run up here. And obviously I think you know what's coming now. I make a save state here and then I just run down. He won't fall, don't worry. I lure a lot of orcs to my body, and then I use a Firerain, get a super huge farm, and I can loot all of these orcs. So I hope you liked this little video with all these exploits. You can leave me a like or a comment if you liked them or if you knew all of them. And don't forget to subscribe me on YouTube or check out my Twitch live streams from Gothic 2. Maybe you can learn a lot live if you want to watch me. So thanks a lot, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.